turn this into something positive and maybe it'll spread.
He's the most positive person on his job.
Now you're cured.
I feel good.
Good morning and welcome to Positively Milwaukee. Giving the perfect gift is such a great feeling. And a new restaurant owner in Milwaukee received a gift that is setting the table for success. Ryan Jenkins tells us how she's paying it forward.
Rosetta Bond is the turkey leg queen.
I'm known for my stuffed turkey legs. I sell them every Thursday. They come with various type of items. I have Alfredo, Cajun rice, macaroni and yams.
Rosetta has been running her soul food business, 1,700 pull-up from her home for a couple of years, but she's ready to move out.
So right now, I'm renting a full duplex, and that's my storage. So I have the upstairs and the downstairs, and I need it all for storage.
So as she and former Tandem restaurant owner Caitlin Cullen walk around this space, you might think they're just business partners. But their relationship is so much more special than that. Caitlin is giving Rosetta everything in this restaurant, thousands of dollars of equipment and furniture, and even ingredients for free.
If I had my license today, I can come in here and say, hey, let's eat.
Caitlin says over the years, she got a lot of help too.
It's not mine to sell off. And I felt like it would do a disservice to everyone who has given something to us to try and profit off of it.
It's part of a spirit of community Caitlin has always wanted for the space. Right away, she wanted to hire young people from the surrounding Lindsay Heights neighborhood.
I was able to get jobs in kitchens all over the city and get paid to learn how to do something as a career. And that opportunity is just not afforded to the young people that look different than me in the city.
For a lot of her employees, working at Tandem was their first job.
It gave young people a community of like-minded individuals who came from the same situation. So when you have community like that, I think it's a lot easier to rise up together.
Like most restaurants, Tandem struggled in the pandemic, but Caitlin and her staff wanted to give back to the neighborhood that had built them up. They took what they had in the kitchen and made 185 meals.
And they were gone in 2 hours. And so I felt like I'd made a promise, so we doubled down and kept making more and making more.
Now that Rosetta is taking over the lease, expect her to be just as generous with her food.
If I have food left from yesterday, if I know someone with a good group home or something, I give it away all the time.
She says her family loves putting on breakfasts with Santa and providing free meals. Having a brick-and-mortar restaurant just gives her more opportunities to give.
The tradition will continue.
Rosetta is also excited and proud to be a black business owner in the neighborhood. Her grandmother was one of the first African-American women to own a business in Lindsay Heights.
So for me to come to 53205 and have a business in the same area code that my grandmother started in is significant for me. It's big for my family.
It's one of the reasons Caitlin chose Rosetta.
She has lived here a long time. She's been here long before I ever even knew what this neighborhood was. And did I say her food is really good?
She's looking forward to sitting at the other side of the bar and enjoying what Rosetta has to offer.
I want people to feel at home just like they got my meals and they were able to feel at home. That's the same feeling I wanted to be in here.
Sounds like a plan. Caitlin says she gave her restaurant away because she was ready for a change. However, she'll still be dealing with food because Caitlin took a job with the River West Food Pantry as the food center director. So obviously she's going to continue to do good work for the community. It's Black History Month and we are sharing stories of progress. The Milwaukee radio station is celebrating its 1-year anniversary and we were there for this important milestones with leaders of 101.7 The Truth.
Good afternoon, I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris.
Talk show host Dr. Ken Harris kicks off a celebration at No Studios in Milwaukee. This marks the 1-year anniversary of 101.7 The Truth, a milestone giving Milwaukee's black community a new place to connect, learn, and be inspired.
My first year on the new 101.7 The Truth has been absolutely phenomenal. It has been 10 times more than what I expected.
General Manager Cherie Harris shares what the truth means to her.
Freedom of speech, freedom to say what you feel, freedom to
change the narrative, right, and tell stories from our perspectives.
Operations Manager Kyle Wallace was born in Milwaukee. He's proud of what his station has accomplished in such a short time.
Oh, it's been phenomenal. To see the reach that our station has had has been really great for me to be able to be a part of this journey. The impact that we've had in our community has been the most important thing for me. So it's really just been amazing to be a part of this team and be a part of this city.
Dr. Ken Harris, a former police officer, says his show offers a variety of perspectives.
I think the truth means that they have a voice, but they also have an outlet where they can put that voice out into the world, share ideas, share heartaches, share wins, share goals, but all in all to move the city forward in a positive way.
And truth leaders say it's not just about talk over the airways, it's about using their voices to serve in a meaningful way.
I want us to be active members in the community, and the community understands when they need something or when they want something positive done, they know exactly where to go, and that's 1017 The Truth.
And a big congratulations to the entire team at The Truth. Leaders admit some conversations are uncomfortable but important because they do facilitate growth. Well, Valentine's Day was really special for one local couple. They celebrated 71 years of marriage. Tom Durian shares how they made their love last.
This is kind of unbelievable.
It is kind of unbelievable when you think about it. At 98 and 93 years young, Chet and Vera Gardeski are celebrating their 71st wedding anniversary with dinner at Maxie's Southern Restaurant. Let's get the big question out of the way first. What's the secret?
It takes a lot of patience and a lot of tolerance and a lot of communication.
Married shortly after World War II, where Chet served in the National Guard, the balance they talk about comes from their interests. While they love being together, they also have an appreciation for different hobbies.
I think we both had different interests. I was interested in antiques, and Chet was in baseball almost all his life.
Chet traveled a lot for work, but always made time for family. When their 4 kids were young, Vera was in the hospital, and Chet picked up mom and dad duties.
He would take them home and give them their bath and feed them, and all the kids in diapers. He took care of all of that.
For all of you looking for love this Valentine's Day, Chet and Vera met the old-fashioned way, through friends.
It cemented at their wedding.
Who's the better dancer? Is that what happened?
I think I was. No, he did okay. He didn't step on my toes.
Chet and Vera celebrated their anniversary on the 3rd of February, but tonight's special dinner was organized by their friend and alderman Michael Murphy and came with a special presentation officially recognizing their dedication to each other in the city they've called home for all these years.
What are you going to celebrate in 75 years? What are you going to do?
Well, be here again and we'll ask you to come.
All right.
Count me in.
Well, Tom, good luck, and I hope that we can see you in 4 years, so we're going to have to tune in to see if they really do invite Tom out to dinner. Congratulations to the Gardeskis on such a long and loving marriage. Coming up after the break, it's a lost and found story that will warm your heart. We're going to tell you how the Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport is involved. Plus, meet a man making a huge impact at the Boys and Girls Club, what he hopes to teach children, coming up. But before we go, don't forget lunch with me every Wednesday at 12:30. Every week I chat with somebody who's doing good in the community, somebody who inspires, who is truly positively Milwaukee. Recently I talked to Claiborne Benson, founder of the Wisconsin Black Historical Society. He's an expert in so many topics and knows a lot about Milwaukee. He was also a photographer here at TMJ4 for decades. Join me every week on Facebook Live. We'd love to hear from you. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. Sometimes it only takes one adult to change a child's life forever. And a local man is making sure his students know that he is there for them.
You gotta give it a name.
It's a common sight, kids getting help from Mr. Gatlin at Milwaukee's Maple Tree Elementary School. Dresden Gatlin is the manager for the Boys and Girls Club program here.
I love every one of them, all 85 of them, differently and as a whole. I just believe in giving kids the best experience possible.
He knows he's a staple in many kids' lives.
And I just feel like that kids need somebody. And what they don't have a lot of is a strong black male role model. I often tell parents a lot of times, I'm with your child in a week more than you are. I'm with them 8 hours a day. You get them on the weekends and a few hours in the evening, right? So I just want to be that constant person that they see and can depend on and will give them love, be it easy love, tough love. That's cute.
Gatlin is the club manager. He gets high marks from his students.
What's your building?
I didn't know what I'm building.
Alondria Bridges dreams of being a lawyer when she grows up.
Is Mr. Gatlin a good teacher?
Yes, he's nice. He's a good, great worker, and I like him. He's great to talk to when you're feeling down.
Alicia Martin wants to be a teacher.
What do you like best about him?
He's very friendly and nice.
Mr. Gatlin helps kids discover the joy of learning.
I do good knowing that I have touched at least 70 to 75 kids' lives a day, right, in the after-school program. And I have in some shape, form, or fashion made a difference or a change in their life.
Gatlin earned an honor from State Representative Lakeisha Myers for advocating for children. He did not realize it was more than just a plaque.
Lakeisha Myers' office called and was like, we want to give you the Hometown Hero Award. I didn't know the dynamics of the award. Her secretary reached out again and was like, hey, we need your information for the Hometown Hero Award, the spelling of your name, how many people you bring into the Capitol. And I was like, whoa, to the Capitol? And she was like, yeah, this Thursday. And I was like, oh, wait, like I had no idea that, like I had to go to the Capitol, like I had to speak in front of the assembly, like I didn't know any of that.
Go do good and be great. And if you can't be great at it, whatever your it is, y'all know.
But Gatlin admits he's motivated by the kids, not awards.
I never do anything for accolade. I do what I do because I feel like this community needs somebody, right? And I just so happen to be that somebody.
And that somebody wants to give kids the best foundation to thrive. 10-year-old Derek Moorhead hopes to become a doctor. He gives the program high marks.
It's fun, and we learn, and we get to hang out with our friends, and we get to do our homework and stuff, and we have parties and stuff.
Marlon Winston agrees.
The Boys and Girls Club is the fun part about school, and we get to do a lot of things, talk to our friends, play on our phones, play video games, and then we get to do activities.
But Gatlin is humble. He says other leaders here are just as important.
Put your paper on the table. Let's wash your hands.
I am not a one-man show. I absolutely have the best team that I could ever put together and assemble. I just believe in giving kids the best experience possible.
You got zombie hands, Caleb.
The most rewarding part about it is the fact that I get a chance to touch kids' lives. I absolutely love my job.
And these students are not afraid to aim high.
Actually, I want to be a billionaire.
Notice he didn't say millionaire, but billionaire. You got to love that dream big attitude, and that's something that Mr. Gatlin obviously teaches them. Well, coming up after the break, a beer and a kiss. How some Milwaukee couples celebrated Valentine's Day last week. But first, our Positively Milwaukee Pet of the Week.
Hi, I'm Johanna with HAWS, the Humane Animal Welfare Society, and today I am joined by my friend Deb, who is Positively Milwaukee. Deb is about 3.5 years old. She is an American Pit Bull mix. She is good with kids. We've had her around kids starting at 6 years old for birthday parties, and she thoroughly enjoys all the action. She does well with some dogs, so we definitely would want you to bring your dog in so you can meet with my friend here and see if they got along as well as we do. We would recommend a home without cats. Deb is not one to live with cats, but she is great with everyone else, and she has been waiting patiently for her home. If you were interested in adopting Deb or any of our other animals at HAWS, please go to hawspets.org or give us a call at 262-8851 and find out what other animals we have who are Positively Milwaukee.
Welcome back. 5-year-old Ezekiel Burnett was just being a kid when he tossed his teddy bear into the rafters at Mitchell International. He thought he'd never see it again. Elaine Rojas Castillo explains how the two were reunited.
So happy.
While Teddy was lost when the family was in town for a Thanksgiving trip, he wasn't found until early January. The airport shared Teddy's adorable face with the world, and the response broke records.
The bear actually reached 1.9 million people on Facebook, 1.8 million people on TikTok, and more than 400,000 people on Twitter. In total, this story about Ezekiel's lost bear was followed by more than 4 million people around the globe.
Southwest Airlines picked up the story and flew the family from Dallas to Milwaukee for the reunion. The story tugged at the world's heartstrings after some comments pointed out that Teddy is sometimes given to children with heart defects. While Ezekiel doesn't have that health concern, his father says they are grateful that this moment raised awareness on the issue.
We're just a lucky vessel to help other people out. We're fortunate to have a child that's 100% healthy, but to raise awareness for children with that sort of disease, and we can't fathom what those kind of families go through, and families that have lost children that have gone through that. And so just to be able to raise awareness and support as well, it's huge. I can't even put it into words.
And Ezekiel says he's going to be holding on to his teddy bear very tightly all the way back home to Dallas. He and his family say it was fun to have this unique experience, but they do not plan to lose that bear a second time. President's Day is tomorrow, and it's a chance to honor all the people who have served as leaders of our country. We had a mix of leaders over the last 200+ years, so we posed the question, who is your favorite president?
Abe Lincoln. I don't know, his sideburns?
Abraham Lincoln. He was tall, cute, and he was awesome. He did awesome things, right?
I mean, Nixon's a fun one, but I don't like him.
I think I would have to say, because I'm actually from Michigan and Gerald Ford was our only president to come out of Michigan, so I got to go with him on this one.
That's a really good
and
one.
he was the only one to play college sports too at U of M, so that's worth something,
All
right?
I would go with Obama then. His realness. He talked like he was from where I was from and faced the same adversities that I did.
I say Barack Obama is trying to unify people and stuff like that.
I love Obama.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, yes.
Policies aside, he's a very charismatic man, and to this day, he's fun to follow and keep an eye on. Him and
wife.
Michelle.
His
wife.
Michelle.
Love
Michelle.
Gotta love the First Lady.
Little Bush. Yeah, I mean, and it's not because of all the politics or anything like that. He just seems to be like a really cool guy that you can probably have a beer with.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
funny dude too and stuff. So yeah, I would say Bush Jr.
Teddy Roosevelt's probably my favorite. Because of the parks? Yeah, because of the national parks and his work with the working class.
Theodore Roosevelt got shot in the middle of his speech and still finished the speech. It's pretty impressive.
Hardcore,
Our
right?
determination.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you have a favorite president you'd like to share or a question you'd like us to ask for next week, just go to our Positively Milwaukee Facebook group. We would love to hear from you. Well, going to the laundromat can be a chore, especially if you have children. A group of organizations in Milwaukee is helping parents out, and that's our first reason to smile this morning. The Blue Kangaroo Laundromat just got some brand new lounge furniture and 50 new bilingual and culturally affirming books. Acting Mayor Cavalier Johnson read some of those books to kids at the grand opening of the new Read, Play, and Learn space. City leaders, North Shore Bake, and the Laundry Cares organization are hoping this lounge will allow parents a chance to relax a bit as they get those chores done. Sounds like a great idea. Well, weddings might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you're having a beer at Lakefront Brewery, but staff hosted quite a few of them last week on Valentine's Day. For only $20, couples got a 10-minute ceremony and a lifetime of love. And for those already married, Lakefront Brewery also offered vow renewals. The bar started hosting these Valentine's Day events a couple of years ago, and they're quite popular. Well, if you're looking for something fun to do today, it is not too late to see dinosaurs and dragons. The Dino and Dragon Stroll event is going on this week at the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds starting today at 10 a.m. You can get up close and personal with lifelike dinosaurs and dragons. They're more than 28 feet tall and more than 60 feet long. This event also includes a food drive to help support Freedom's Community Ministries Food Bank, so you can do some good at the same time. Well, if you're a coffee fan, you might want to try out a new shop on Farwell. These craft coffee drinks, they look like cocktails, but they're not. Staff with Discourse Coffee Shop say this is an experimental, elegant twist on your average cup of joe. Ingredients include things like root beer, bitters, pork fat, and smoked sea salt. But if that's not your cup of tea, you can also get more traditional drinks like espresso or macchiato. I'll be back with my quote of the week. Don't go away. Welcome back to Positively Milwaukee. If we don't change, we don't grow. And if we don't grow, we are not really living. Our quote this Sunday morning comes from Gail Sheehy. Sheehy was an author and journalist and wrote for magazines like New York and Vanity Fair. She gained fame for her role in the new journalism movement. She is most noted for her book Passages, which encourages people to renew their purpose at various stages of adult life. She experimented with literary techniques like scene setting, dialogue, and including the thoughts of the main character. Now, this was actually a new way of telling a story, and it was more creative and nuanced. Gail Sheehy and those other writers knew you really do have to grow and change if you want to avoid stagnation, and you have to keep your craft alive by evolving. And I hope you too can find ways to grow and improve, and as always, stay positively Milwaukee. Have a wonderful week.